I use the AI assistant Claude every single day to run my business. It single-handedly replaced almost all the other tools that I was working with. Yet, I have decided to take a step back from Claude, as it started to impact my business in a negative way. And in this video, I want to tell you how things started turning for the worse, and why you should consider doing the same thing, taking a step back from the AI assistants if you rely on them heavily to run your business. But before we dive too deep into this, I want to give you a quick overview of who I am and why I'm even concerned with all of this. I'm Toby, Tobias, and I run a web design agency located in the heart of Europe in Salzburg, Austria. And ever since AI came around, it kind of became my core business partner. We started implementing it everywhere. So much that I recently upgraded to their most expensive plan, which
It's Brittany, bitch.
for simple automations, but also as a business sparring partner who has a good answer to almost any type of question. I'm pretty sure at a certain point it felt like cheating, like an unfair advantage. This tool was so good, like nothing I have ever worked with before. Until yesterday afternoon. I remember I was sitting here at this very desk. I had a Claude chat open and had been prompting for at least 3 hours. Writing the 20th or so prompt about creating a visual wireframe that I had to pitch to a prospect the next day, which, by the way, was yesterday. It went quite well. Claude came back with a response, and exhausted, I took a deep breath. I didn't like it. So, on to the next prompt, I thought. And midway, while writing this prompt, I snapped out of what felt like an hour-long haze. I felt overworked, desperate to finally get a good result, and just burnt out. Do I even have an idea of what I'm working towards here? When was the last time I proactively looked for a solution myself? I had been going in circles for hours without an idea on how to even approach this problem myself, which was just to come up with a simple layout idea. I was too lazy to open my design inspiration sheet, look for a section that I liked, and build and wireframe the section myself. That would have taken me, I don't know, 10 to 15 minutes max. But instead, I had given up on literally all my work, and AI did all of it for me. I merely just prompted. If I went into this with fresh energy, without AI, or with just little use of AI, I would have been able to do this task much quicker and much more efficiently without burning out. From a very logical standpoint, I explain this phenomenon the following way. AI is the easiest route for our brains to get something done. It has the least resistance. Our monkey brains, they aren't stupid. They always choose the path with the least resistance. That's kind of a survival instinct from back in the day when we were still smashing sticks and stones together. So once you get hooked on the easiest path for success, you don't want to go back to doing things manually. You just don't. Especially not when you're super exhausted and already multiple hours in. And since the results I was getting weren't any good or only acceptable, after the 50th prompt or so, it raised another question. What are my clients even paying me for? Beforehand, they used to pay me for my strategic thinking and my way of handling and approaching things. So what am I going to do about this now? Well, I'm going to change things up. Quick plug on the side from the sponsor, which is myself and my channel. I would love to see you in one of my next videos. So make sure to... I really tried to make this in one take. make sure to subscribe to see. English is a very hard language. Make sure to subscribe. I think you get the point by now. Let's continue the video. And I want to say one thing right up front. I'm not planning to not use AI. Like, that would make absolutely no sense. It's the single highest leverage thing that has ever happened to my business. It 10x's my productivity and even increases the quality of my work if I do it right. So here is how I'm going to approach things from now on. And it's really simple. Stick with me. Instead of immediately when I start a new task or a new project, jumping into another Claude session, I start by picking up my old tools again. Not overcomplicating things, just picking up a Word document and writing down the ideas that I have without having AI input prior to that, so that I come up with original ideas and original approaches that are often more effective and overall more creative. And for design heavy work, using tools like Figma to build layouts and designs myself beforehand, before I get AI input. That's what I will from now on do for the first 2/3 of every single task. And only for the last 30%, I then go ahead and forward all the things that I have worked on to AI. Gather feedback, improve things, and turn things into reality if I was to build something with Claude Code, for example. To put this into practice, let's pretend I was building a new landing page for a marketing funnel. I would first open a document, a text document, and write down my ideas, just to get things out there. Then I would outline all the sections and all the content that I want to have on that landing page. Same goes for the strategy. Should there be an email opt-in, a newsletter sign up, or simply a button for booking a strategy session? Then I would go ahead into Figma, brainstorm design and layout ideas, build some of them myself in combination with screenshots of design inspirations that I have gathered over my time of being a designer. I usually do a combination of both. I deeply believe that a single designer just can't come up with unlimited design ideas, especially if you're put onto the spot and sit at your desk and force yourself to be creative. And there really is no need to reinvent the wheel. Simply reuse layouts and designs that have already been built, give them a little twist of your creativity and turn them into yours. That's actually how most designers work. I personally store all of my design ideas and design inspirations that I find online inside DesignMind, which is a small web app that allows me to put them all into order and analyze each by AI. Colorways, design patterns, elements that stand out. It has AI working in the background to analyze everything. I've built this myself and I'm thinking about making it open for the public. So you can go into new projects lit up, knowing that you always have a good place to start from to get the ideas flowing. So yeah, if you're interested, click on the first link in the video description below and you can sign up for an open beta, and I probably will give a couple of signups early access. And then only once I'm finished thinking through my own strategy and my own design direction, I go ahead and push these things to Claude for critique and to further polish things. Are the sections any good? Should we reorder them? Is there something missing? And so on. This approach will carry through everything, no matter if I'm making a new YouTube video or whether I'm writing a simple email or coming up with a new pitch for a prospect. Please let me know in the comment section below if you've noticed this brain rot and decision fatigue in yourself when it comes to AI and running your business. I'd love to get a discussion going. And please also feel free to disagree. Make sure to subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.